Oh, hey, Coach DeMarco here with another episode of Focus. As I work on some form shooting, it got me thinking about how much I missed March Madness this year. So today, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite sets from 2019 March Madness used by the Purdue Boilermakers. It's a set I call Horns Loop, and you're going to see why as I give you a complete breakdown up next. What we're going to see in Horns Loop is a two-man screen game between Carson Edwards, who has the basketball, and Matt Harms, who's one of the elbow players in this Horns set. The initial pass is going to go to this elbow, which is going to initiate the action. We know that Carson Edwards is a great shooter and a very prolific scorer, but you do not have to have that type of player in this two-man screen game. There's a lot of other options that I'm going to show you that can come off of this, and it can really work for any type of player that you have in this spot. So as Edwards makes a pass to the elbow, we're going to see him come off Harm's screen, and that's the initial screen that happens. And then he's actually going to loop back, and he's going to set a back screen for Harms, who's going to make a hard back cut to the basket, catch this pass from this offensive player, and get an open dunk. As you watch this cut, the catch, and the dunk, I want to take you through a couple of other options as I bring this set back one more time. So we're going to see the pass to the elbow, and Edwards is going to make that initial cut. Actually, that first cut could be open going to the basket. Edwards is a great shooter, so this defender is more concerned with staying on top of him, feeling like he's going to come back out off Harm's screen to catch and shoot. So there's a couple of different wrinkles, as I just shared one with you, that you could use off of this set. If you don't have a great shooter, you might get some other different reactions from the defense. One thing that could happen here, depending on who this player is we could get a switch, which obviously could get Harms to duck in and get a mismatch in the post, potentially, again, depending on the players that you're running this with. And if we get a switch, you would have, hopefully, your point guard or a really talented guard coming out and catching the ball out on the perimeter with a potential mismatch out here. This is a late game situation. There's 1:40 left in overtime. Purdue has the lead. They're looking to get a good scoring opportunity. This is when you have to run really quality possessions or have really quality possessions in the half court. So if there were a switch, you're going to get the ball in your best player's hands, hopefully with a mismatch. We know in this instance, they don't switch. Harms ends up catching and scoring and getting a nice dunk out of it. One other thing I want to point to here is, as I mentioned a minute ago, is you could get that first cut through, but actually you could have this player curl off the screen here and even get a dribble handoff. It almost can act like a staggered screen as Edwards catches the ball. He's a great shooter. Awesome opportunity in this instance. If he's not as good of a shooter, he could still come off that staggered and curl to attack the basket, putting this help defender in a bind. If they come in and help, he has a kick out and you're going to get an open shot. So I really like this set because there's so many different options off of it. I'm going to bring this back one more time to let it play at full speed. We're going to see the initial cut through. We're going to see the loop screen, and then we're going to see the catch and the dunk from Harms. This is a great set with a ton of different options off of it. I hope you enjoy this set and give it a chance next year with your team. There's a lot of different options off of it. You can run it in a critical point of the game or really any part of the game, and you're going to have different options that you can use. And as I showed you, there's other wrinkles off of it as well. As always, get better every day. Now I'm going to get back to some form shooting.